What if someone told you that they had access to a world where magic was possible? What if someone told you that they have been a member of the opposite sex for an hour, a day, a week, however long they chose? You may think that this person is crazy or lying, but the reality of the situation is we all have access to a fantastical, whimsical world right at our fingertips. All you have to do is download it. My name is Molly, and I'm talking, of course, about the world of MMORPGs, or massive multiplayer online role-playing games. These games can span from anything like Farmville to Grand Theft Auto when played on Xbox Live. Because there's such a wide variety of MMORPGs available to us, I've decided to focus on just one today, World of Warcraft, otherwise known as WoW. Why is WoW special? Because WoW is the most popular video game in the world. WoW has over 100 million accounts across 244 countries, so lots of people play it. However, your average WoW player is a 30-year-old male. WoW is very interesting because it takes place across computer-mediated communication, meaning that a lot of people never meet in person, don't know each other in person, but interact with each other on a daily basis. This creates a very different environment than we're used to communicating in, since we lack things like key clues, gender, age, dialect, that we use to make certain assumptions about the person that we are communicating with. In the world of WoW, you play in a fantasy world and you create and assume different characters. If you lived in a fantasy world, what kind of character would you create for yourself? Many people tend to create a character that they describe as closer to their ideal selves than that they perceive their true self to be. So they'll perceive their character as stronger, braver, etc. than they are, and often it's attributes that they wish that they had in real life. Players also commonly gender bend or play as players of a different gender. So you're a male player playing with a female character. And in fact, older gentlemen are much more likely to do this. And if you meet a female character in the realm, there's a 50% chance that she is being played by a male player. So while you have this character that you've created, now you have to go navigate this character through the game environment. And you can do this in multiple different ways. Most players play in guilds. And a guild can consist of anywhere from 5 to 40 people all playing at the same time by either meeting up online and maybe just playing, not communicating with each other at all. Sometimes they'll meet up online and they'll chat with each other through instant messaging. Sometimes they'll use third-party systems like Skype or Viber to communicate audio with headsets to the people that they're playing with. And sometimes members of a guild will even come and gather in the same room and bring about 6 or 7 laptops and all kind of play together. So you have a really, really wide communication climate here, and you have a lot of socialization going on. Most players interact with other players. You can play in a strictly computer-simulated environment, but the wide majority are all playing with people from all over the world. So, some people play WoW strictly for the point of socialization. They consider it their, social time period. Your average person that will describe their motive as socialization is going to be 50 years or older, but surprisingly, they're going to be less social during gameplay. So they won't be instant messaging as much, they won't be using audio devices, and they won't be meeting up to hang out with each other and play. Then you have characters who meet up and do play in the same room together. And this is really interesting because now we have computer-mediated communication interacting with face-to-face interpersonal communication. So these players know each other in real life, they hang out in the same room, and they play together. This isn't the only way that WoW can interact with someone's real world. Problematic internet usage is also a big problem among MMORPG players, as the average player will spend about 22 hours a week. Some players will spend much closer to 100 hours a week, which can obviously be very time consuming. So where we have this special environment where computer-mediated communication, and you have a lot of real-world interactions, and the two are playing together a lot, we have a very, very interesting climate and environment. And in fact, I think that this topic is very important because we're only moving towards this form of communication. Business meetings these days are conducted via webcam. Anonymity is the new black. It's, it's very popular. So I think that it's really important that we learn how to adjust to being able to communicate through this medium. Communication is key to human interactions, and we have to learn how to do it in the most popular medium that's available for us. Thank you. Have a good evening.